Oh, hi everyone, and welcome to this week's midweek modules. This week I'm treating you to one of my very own that I developed for streaming way back when the sands of time hadn't yet started turning, or Twitch wasn't yet a thing, known to me at least. Hi everyone. Cool. Social links. First of all, guys, go and check them out. Discord, Twitter, and YouTube. Twitter, send me a DM if you want to get in on one of them 40 games that I'm running between the 23rd and the 4th of January. 23rd of December and the 4th of January, sorry. That'll be 40 games in 13 days. Actually, it's going to be 41, because I think we've just finished planning another one that's going to happen just before that. Like, I was going to start at 1 PM, and then there's another one. Anyway.
You have been subscribed for 3 months, and as such, I give you this new diploma.
Why, thank you, Prax, for this wonderful subscription. 3 months, you get a new badge.
Yay!
You get the little diploma thing, it's cute.
Yes, it is.
I am going to have to shorten them emote noises, though. They're too long. Too long. Too long. Too much interruption. Anyway, I'll sort them out another time. What else am I doing? Oh, yeah, Discord for the community, YouTube to catch up. Check out the Patreon. We've got free stuff on there. We've got exclusive stuff on there, and we've got really exclusive stuff on there. Yesterday, I started getting fit again, and I decided to make a fitness journal, but it's only available if you pay me $5 a month, goddammit. Yeah, no, it's on there for $5 a month, just because, you know, it's a little bit personal, so I'm going to share it with a few. Next up, we have merch. You can get this wonderful logo slapped on anything now, including books, t-shirts, hoodies. Not next to me right now, but it is usually. Tapestries, wall hangings, clocks, tights, mini skirts, cup holders, you name it. Next up, we have Bird in the Storm Publishing. They do t-shirts and mugs, and their proceeds go to charity. And
the hoodie. And the hoodie.
And the hoodie?
The hoodie got released like an hour and a half ago.
Did it? They haven't given me a link for the hoodie yet. So go and check out their Twitter, because there's going to be a hoodie. Check that out too. And also go and check out Mage Hand Press. Mage Hand Press at some point during this week, I think we'll be giving away a Mage Hand Press Alpha PDF key. We're only giving away a PDF key because it's not available in print yet. It's only available by PDF. It was released on Thursday. Check that out. We will be releasing that at some point. If you want to check out Argo 37, Argo 37 is our stream showing off Dark Matter, which is a 5e space expansion. It's pretty cool. 1 PM EST on Thursdays. Go and check it out. Lastly, we have a tweet. Every 10 retweets, we get a Wild Magic Surge. Malhadale already getting beard compliments from my wife. Well done, sir.
I curled the mustache today, too.
Oh, it's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. You look at an image there. Why don't we start with you then? Why don't we say hello to Malhadale? Hello!
Oh, hi. I have my scotch and my cigar. I'm ready to play. I'm Malhadale on Twitter. That's kind of it, where you can find me. It's on Twitter.
And who will you be playing today?
Today I'm playing a Battlemaster fighter named Simon Sword.
Battlemaster fighter named Simon Sword. Awesome. Let's go that way around. So we'll go to Prax next. Oh, hi, Prax.
Oh, hi, all. You all know me. I'm Praxagor Thesmophoria, hanging out in the Twitch chat, and today I thought we would go to the youngest of the Toss Bottle sisters, Miss Evangeline Toss Bottle. A halfling of the Bald persuasion. She is a little fancier than her sisters.
Fantastic. And last but most certainly not least, we welcome back Skyra. Oh, hi, Skyra.
Hey guys, I'm Skyra Moss. You can find me on Twitter, same handle, Skyra Moss. Let's see. I'm going to be playing Indy, a a gnome rogue, arcane trickster type. It should be quite fun for this episode.
Okay, so we're going to start already on this mission. So please tell me, you're on a mission to go and EMP one of the main reactors in the city. How did you become enlisted to join this group? Personal reasons, mercenary? We'll go the other way around, so we'll start with Skyra this time.
So, Indy's basically been in the eco-terrorist business for a little while. She's grew up in the city, but her family has been threatened by corporations doing bad business practices, threatening the forests and the mountains in the area, and she wants to fight back so she can save their homes.
Perfect. Brilliant. Next, we go to Prax.
Well, unfortunately for Miss Evangeline, she's not very well all the time. Unfortunately, their unfortunate business practices have given her a slight cough, actually. And while her sisters are busy dealing with other means of disruption, she's always been on the lookout for finding the right information from the right source and using it at the right moment.
Of course. Of course. And so lastly, Simon Sword, how do you find yourself amongst these adventurers?
Having been discharged from the military because I was a soldier, I'm probably just looking to pay my next bill.
Okay, perfect. So you are joined by Garrett, who is leading this expedition into the things. It seems I didn't put them noises on repeat. Garrett, who's leading you, he is a particularly angry man who did most of the conscription, and with him is Felicia, the technical expert, who is just really in love with the planet. Standing at the doors, Garrett addresses you all and says,
All right. Now on the other side of these doors, we're going to get down there. There's going to be a reactor. We've got to get down there. We've got to plant the EMP and then get out. I'm hoping that we can avoid all of the security.
I'd like a little bit more than that. Then on the other side of these doors, there might be a reactor. Like, I don't know, darling, but what about danger to us on the other side of these doors next to that reactor?
Well, on the other side of this reactor, we come out in one of the maintenance tunnels. We've got young Felicia here. She's got all the access codes, so she'll be able to get us in nice and easy. Nice and easy. And we also got we also got some intelligence about we need to, from this maintenance tunnel, we need to make our way down to the main reactor platform. It's about 4 stories down and a little way across. Now there's no one that patrols these areas. They all patrol the main factory. So we should be able to sneak our way into the back, sneak our way out. We might have to do a little bit of climbing, a little bit of abseiling, but we should be able to make a nice secret entrance and head our way out nice and easy.
What kind of security forces are there, though, in case we have to deal with them? What kind of rotations do they have? What kind of armaments do they carry on patrol?
Well, mostly, you got the occasional guards. They're sort of like techno guards these days. They've all got some sort of hybrid technological stuff on them, but I'm hoping we'll be able to avoid all of those. They'll probably be armed with bows, or maybe some of them might even have some magical rifles or something. Like I said, we should be able to avoid those. Apart from that, it should just be factory workers. Maybe if we set off the alarms, we might have to deal with the robot security. Some flying droids, others sort of like on the ground, but...
Yes, but darling, how safe is it to be that close to a reactor?
It's not safe. That's the whole point of this. It's not safe to have a reactor in a city at all.
This is very true, darling. I'm saying for us.
Oh, it's okay. We've put the bomb on a timer. So by the time we get out, it'll be fine.
Well, I'm glad you're confident about that. This is gonna go so well.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Besides, any risk we take is definitely worth it. We need to stop these people from destroying our homes, and anyone who doesn't take the risk to fight back is complicit in their actions.
Darling, I'm not worrying about a risk. I'm worrying about, us possibly dropping dead and or losing my hair. I do not want to lose my hair being that close to a reactor.
You can buy wigs.
It never looks the same. You can always tell. Like that man on the TV, he's not real. It's not real. Mm-mm.
You know, wear your bald head proudly then. You can tell everyone how you saved them from this reactor.
That's not really in my line of business, honey. I got other things I need to do. But yes, I'm here. I'm gonna make sure we don't all die. And possibly, and the problems we gonna be having.
Felicia, while this has been going on, she's been like hacking away at the system, maybe even double hacking. And after a short while, you hear like a bleep bleep, and she's like, "Okay, the elevator door's open."
Yeah, let's not open them before we can double check, make sure there's nothing on the other side that's gonna pop out and, stab us in the throat.
She pops open a little screen. Well, there's no heat detected. Should be fine.
Yes, and he just got done saying they're robot gods. I do not think that robot gods give off a heat signature, honey.
Actually, they quite do. They have magical generators in them, so they'd have to. I mean, yeah, okay, sure. No, probably not.
Not well, not at the height and speed and heat of a humanoid being. This is true. Also, they'd need a coolant system. So a coolant system would therefore predicate themselves on, cooler than heat seeker.
Felicia
Anyway.
gives you the look of someone who really knows what they're talking about, but just can't argue, and just goes, "Okay, why don't we check carefully?"
Yes. Always double check the doors, honey. You don't
Yes.
end up dead that way.
Okay. And like she's like, "Oh, yep, definitely nothing in here. Double checked."
Mm-hmm. You go first.
Yeah.
At that, I sling off my shield and put it on my arm, and I'll go first, and I stand in front of the elevator door with the shield up.
Very kind of meta question. I'm a halfling, she's a gnome. How tall are you and what general
I'm a human.
Okay.
So
Good.
I'm medium.
Taller than me. That's the important part.
Okay. So she presses a button, the double doors open. This is a mechanical-looking elevator. You can see some of the workings across the top. It's not as clean as a modern-day elevator. But you can get in. There's one big set of buttons, one that is blacked out, which has an up arrow, and one which is not blacked out, which has a large green arrow. Pointing downwards.
Looks clear. Everyone? And then he kind of gestures. I'll step in then.
Yeah, Indy steps into the elevator as well. Which way did you say the reactor was?
Down.
Ah, fair. That makes sense, yes.
Okay, so...
Evangeline gets in as well, just kind of double checking everything.
Yeah, and Garrett and Felicia get in as well. Felicia, if you just press that button, we'll head down. Anyone?
I'll use the mage hand to do it, honey. Not touch anything here. You don't want to leave the fingerprints.
Okay. Yeah, no, that makes sense, actually. That's a good idea. Damn, wish I'd thought of that. And,
What did you touch? What did you
the
touch?
terminal. I was hacking the shit out of it. I was sitting there for, I was all over the keyboard. I probably smudged them all. It's probably fine.
I'm gonna have the mage hand go out the door and use like a handkerchief and just wipe down everything that I thought she might have touched, and then come back in and using the handkerchief push the down button.
Okay, so the down button fires and down you go. you get that lurching movement for just a moment, and a few moments later, Garrett sort of standing there going,
I just get so angry. I get so angry at the government all the time, ruining things. They've been polluting the planet all over the place. Shh. Oh, ain't no one up here. We're fine.
Uh-huh. Darling, are there any cameras and or recording equipment in here?
No. They don't keep this was a maintenance tunnel that was added after the rest of the building. It's not actually on the original plans.
Okay. But that means that they're gonna have to monitor it some other way if it's not part of the original plans.
Possibly. It was just for like a contractor access for like the one job, so they might have even forgotten about it.
I guarantee you that the poor dumb sods who are working for less than minimum wage and walking their feet off have not forgotten about an easy access elevator.
Well, whoever built this section, they probably got killed.
Yeah, but the gods are probably going to be using it. They're not always the nicest or most easy to work with people. They're looking for the easy way out. This is an easy way out, right?
True.
So somebody's aware of it's here. How did you find out about it, Felicia?
Well, I was the one who stole the plans.
Of course. Of course.
Really, you know how these government buildings are. Constantly just shutting down wings to save energy and just wasteful, completely wasteful. Building additions for no reason at all. There's a good chance that they got lost in the paperwork. No idea that this elevator's here.
Well, still. I'd be careful.
Momentarily, the elevator stops, and the doors part to reveal a large insides of this industrial magical factory. Far below, about 4 stories, you can see this grand reactor. As it's pumping mechanical energy. Literally, you can see it pumping through the tubes. Well, this is why we're here.
Now the very important question. Do we know about anything, effects of the radiation possibly being on this EMP as close as we get to it? Is it gonna go off early in our hands?
No, I built the timer myself. I built the entire EMP myself.
I reiterate my point.
It's an EMP. It's only meant to affect the electrical and mechanical devices anyway, isn't it?
Exactly.
Electrical and mechanical and oh wait, that's magic. Is it gonna fuck it up?
It's fine. I've studied this stuff for years. It'll be fine.
Say that with confidence, honey, and people might believe you.
Okay.
Alright then. Let's try and get through this quiet like.
Alright. Now, if we come to the edge of this ledge here, we should be able to just scale our way down the scaffolding and make our way across dead easy. I can't see anyone about. Most people don't come into the actual reactor core.
I'd like to approach the edge and take a look around and see if he's telling the truth.
Yeah,
There's
sure.
no one to notice.
Please roll me a perception check.
How do you do,
So on your character sheet, you should just literally be able to click on your...
I'll just click on my perception.
and it
Yep.
should roll it for you. There you
Cool.
go. So we always take the number on the left, the number on the right would be for advantage or disadvantage. So 13...
13.
Yeah, on a 13, as you look around, you can indeed not see anyone patrolling. The reactor seems to be churning away nicely. There's no warning signs or errors or anything. It's just working away.
Looks clear.
Is there anybody coming up behind us?
Why don't you make me a perception check?
This is gonna go well. Absolutely not. We're fine.
Yeah, no, you probably hang on to that paranoia though. You're not so sure that you reckon there is no one there, but you can't see anyone at the moment.
Paranoia is just a life skill at this point. Most of the family has suffered, embraces it to an extreme.
A little bit of paranoia is a good thing. A lot of it, well, then you just go crazy.
You say that like it hasn't happened already. No, darling, I'm not crazy. I do that to other people for a living. So we see... What exactly do we see? Aside from a reactor at the bottom of a pit.
So, looking over this edge, it's the reactor itself is on a platform. It's raised up from the ground. There's lots of scaffolding and bridges and pathways all over the place. Lots of metallic structures moving around in different directions. None of them leading directly to the reactor. They look like different walkways for different people for different jobs. But a lot of them look, for the most part, unused.
Well, I do believe it's time for us to start going down. Who's carrying this lovely incendiary device? Well, not incendiary, EMP.
Oh, give me that thing. You two aren't scared, are you?
No, darling, just practical. That and I need my hands free. It's always kind of a thing.
I also require my hands to be free.
Indy's gonna take the device then.
Garrett and Felicia begin securing ropes, and they toss the rope down off the ledge.
All right, I put my shield on my back, and I will descend the rope.
All right, y'all, I'm right behind you.
Okay, so how does this look? Are you rappelling down? Are you like climbing down? Are you perhaps using the scaffolding and just using the rope as like a support? What is your method?
Yeah, I'd say if there's enough scaffold, I'm probably just using the rope to hold myself, and I'm walking backwards down.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, she's just kind of using the scaffolding mostly and keeping an eye on everybody, wanting to make sure that everybody is within 30 feet of her at all times as we descend.
Indy is going to cast Spider Climb on herself and just walk down the wall easily, carrying the incendiary device.
Yep, of course. Okay, so you guys can manipulate your way down. Maybe we'll have some athletics checks for those of you who don't have we're not looking at a hard athletics pass here, though the one would have been interesting.
Can it be acrobatics?
Yeah, why not?
And she kind of nimbly uses the guide ropes to lower herself.
Yeah. Oh, lovely. Perhaps like one of the ribbon dancers.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can manipulate your way down. You come to a platform.
Best leave the ropes here, minding them for a quick escape later.
Darling, I'm all about a quick escape. Sometimes that's just the way you need to be.
Well, we set the timer for 45 minutes. That should give us plenty of time to get out.
How about we not set the timer until we know exactly how long it took us to get down here?
Well, we worked it out. As long as we stop jabbing, we should be able to get down there nice and easy.
After you.
Of course.
And he goes to the next edge. And he's there's
no way to climb this one. We're gonna need to get across.
like a 20-foot gap between these two platforms. This one is just like a scaffolding coming down from the sky, but it goes further down.
Perhaps we can swing across or something. Did you guys bring rope too?
Yes, I did.
Good.
Yes.
Yep.
Of course, I brought rope.
We'll make Mal 1 and Skyra 3. Felicia's 4, Garrett's 5. That's not how you roll.
So that makes me a 2.
That makes you a 2.
Okay.
There you go. Please roll me 1d614.
Of course.
Thank you very much to Wild Engineer, who donates for Wild Magic Search.
410! Oh, crap.
Oh no, do you know that one?
I think I do, actually.
I think I'm going to ask for a reroll.
Yeah, I thought that was what it was.
Yeah, too deep for this one.
262.
Yep, cool. So from out of nowhere, perhaps during the elevator or something, you've been feeling like you've got this person behind you feeling, right?
Yeah.
If you look back up again to check again, you'll see a small pair of eyes staring down at you.
Y'all, I'd be real careful, like. And she's gonna gesture with her hand and just kind of twirl her copper earrings in her, with her hand and gesture into it and say, hey, darling, you might want to move a little quicker there. We might be having some company, as she casts message towards the people in the front.
From above, you hear low and... not dissonant, that's the wrong word, there's a spell in this campaign. Ribbit.
They be amphibious and possibly not something I want to deal with at the moment.
So how are we gonna get across?
Does Indy see any way that it might be easier for her to just scale the walls, or does it definitely look like she would have to try to swing or some other way?
I mean, you could, but you'd have to go, like, the way this is laid out, you'd have to go down, like, 3 stories and then back up to get to the same space. There might be other ways. You could split away from the party and make your own way to the reactor.
That's a lot of walking. Alright, I'll keep thinking.
You know what might be useful at this point? Somebody tie this rope to this here arrow, and she's gonna try and shoot the arrow over and create a grappling hook.
Yeah, okay.
The hand crossbow, which isn't loaded for some reason.
We'll do it in 2 rolls, I think. First of all, we'll have a survival roll to try and craft something on the fly. Jury rig yourself a whatever it was you just called it, a grappling hook. That's it. And then we'll have a hand crossbow shot, please.
Yeah, hold on. It deleted the hand crossbow, so I'm just putting it back.
Yeah, that's all good.
To make it easy. There we go. And you want a dexterity to try and craft this on the fly?
Survival, please.
Survival. Okay, sorry.
That's alright.
This is gonna be entertaining.
A
It's
9.
a 9.
You know, it's definitely an arrow. I mean, see how good the shot is, I guess.
Oh, y'all, hold my beer. Where did it... Why is it not... Oh, because it only did it as the proficiency and not on the...
Oh.
The amount of times I've done that since they've added proficiencies into the compendium.
That would be why I was like, why? I put this in there last time. very confused because it needs the item, not the proficiency. Alright, let's try this again, y'all. I'm sure it will go perfectly swimmingly and not at all horribly disastrous. With a 21.
Ooh, 21. The arrow flies across and loops around a bit of scaffolding as it sort of falls. Perfect shot. It sort of kind of pulls tight-ish. Doesn't feel terrible.
She's gonna jerk on it and make sure it stays stable for a hot second.
Yeah, seems stable.
Alright then. Well, I think we might possibly be okay here. Sort of.
I'll go first to test it. I'm less likely to pull it down than either of you. Being a gnome and all.
I firmly support this idea.
Sounds good.
I mean, I'm the same size as you are, but whatever. You go first, dear.
Okay, how to get across while holding this incendiary device? Is it safe to put this thing in my bag?
I mean, it should be. It shouldn't go off until the detonator detonates it.
And by should, do you mean like 80-20 or 60-40?
I mean, it won't. It'll be fine.
Indy's going to
Theoretically, we haven't even armed it yet. We're not there.
Indy's gonna place it carefully into her backpack and proceed to try to cross this rope.
Uh-huh.
I guess hand over hand style across the gap.
Okay, so athletics or acrobatics?
I think acrobatics.
Okay.
Where is it? There it is.
Yeah, it's not terrible. You're sort of making your way across this gap. It's not the prettiest crossing you've ever made, but it's passable. How does it look?
I mean, other side looks not very different than I was expecting, you know? A lot of scaffolding and see the reactor better from here, of course.
Mm.
The drop looked a bit harrowing. Just don't look down, guys.
Yeah, of course not. After you, Felicia.
Yes, I'm sure. Would you like to? Is the knot secured, Indy? Do you need to make any changes before we come across?
Yeah, Indy's gonna walk over and take a look at the knot and do something dexterous to make it a little more secure. One of those self-tightening knots.
Maybe like a sleight of hand or something.
Yeah, alright.
Yeah, okay, you rearrange the knot from the arrow and make it into something that should tighten itself. Lovely. And Felicia's like, okay, all good?
All clear.
Okay, I'm coming across, and she starts off trying to, like, balance on it like a loose tightrope. See how that goes. She doesn't do too well at that. She sort of, like, falls and grabs hold. And ends up using her athletics to sort of like just shimmy her way across.
Everything all right?
Yeah, I'm just not very good at balancing. Nerves, I guess.
You got this, Felicia, come on.
And she'll get to the other end, and accepting a hand from you if you will offer it, she'll sort of scramble onto the other side. It's perfectly secure.
After you.
Are you sure?
Mm-hmm. I has possibility of an idea.
All right. I start crossing the rope, and I very much slide down and do the under the rope arm over with the knees over the pull myself along. Ooh.
Ooh, how does the nat 1 look? I don't think you're going to fall, but you are going to put yourself in danger. You're going to need someone to save you.
Jeez. Maybe as I'm starting to get moving, something in my pack comes loose, and I foolishly try and grab it, and it just screws up my whole balance. And I can't quite lever myself back up to get moving.
Yeah, maybe it's your shield. Maybe that's why you do it. So you've grabbed your shield, but now you can see that.
Now I'm like extended and can't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Simon is in trouble.
Simon, do you need assistance?
I think so.
Okay, can Indy use Mage Hand to grab Simon's shield?
And can I use the other mage hand to try and pull him up so we're both pulling at least one of his hands back onto the rope?
Yeah, I can totally see that. Yeah, that's a nice, easy way to do it. So they'll correct you, and Simon, and you can make the rest of your way across.
Okay.
Evangeline, would you like to go first, or shall I go first?
After you, darling.
All right, let's do this. God damn it.
He immediately stumbles onto the rope, and it's very, very clumsy as he's making his way across. But he sort of corrects himself, and he can shimmy across quite effectively. He's a little red in the face, embarrassed by his initial trip.
Okay, we're all over.
I'm gonna check one last time, see if that amphibian is at all following us still.
Yeah, as you look around, it's sitting about 6 feet away from you behind a bit of scaffold, just staring. Ribbit.
Alright then, well, y'all are very apparently enthralled by this. And she's gonna try and pirouette and tightrope across this. Let's see how this goes. With an acrobatics.
Yeah, acrobatics. That definitely sounds like tight-roping. Yeah, that's
21.
Perfectly possible. Yeah. You're not exactly sprinting across Naruto style, but you can gracefully step across, yeah.
Kind of look like that circus performer. And just kind of stop, turn, pirouette, gesture with the mage hand, and just use the mage fan to flip off the amphibian as she steps off.
My gods, Evangeline, this is no time for showing off.
Darling, one must maintain one's brand, no matter where one is.
All right, now we're pretty much right above the reactor. We just need to take this ladder down, and we'll be right there.
All right, y'all, don't go too far away from me. Keep yourselves close to me.
If you insist.
All right, now there's only room for one of us at a time. Who wants to go first?
Is there room enough for Indy to walk down the wall next to the ladder? She still has.
Yeah, it's sort of on like a pipe. It's been attached to a pipe. It's riveted to a pipe, so you could just walk down the pipe to the side.
Okay, but not enough space for multiple people.
All right. Well,
okay.
Yeah. Oh, Garrett, why don't you give me a second? And she's going to send the mage hand to kind of jerk on the ladder rungs a few times going down.
As you do so, a section of ladder comes away. The rivets were weak.
And that's why we're careful, Garrett.
The ladder lands on the platform, making a tremendous crash.
Ah.
Oh. Well, now we'll see if anyone's down here, I suppose.
I'd rather not have been that loud, but at the same time, I'm kind of glad I didn't die. And glad that's not you, Garrett.
Yeah, Garrett's sort of looking at them like, yeah,
That's true. Only a couple of stories, but damn is it loud.
Oh, Will, give me a minute. And she's going to gesture with the hand and, can you bring that back over here, darling? And she's going to have the mage hand bring the end of the rope that they left back over to drop down.
Okay, yeah, you can totally do that. Yeah, so you guys have a rope to go down. Are you doing it on the ladder, or are you doing it, like, just where it was? So, free hanging rope, or?
A free hanging rope next to the ladder.
Okay.
That broke. Alright. Garrett, why don't you, Felicia, go first? And then I'll go, and then Simon will be right behind me. That sound good to you, Simon?
Sure.
I'll bring up the rear with the device then.
Yes.
All right.
Y'all be on the lookout. They probably heard that. They're probably gonna come looking for us.
There doesn't seem to be anyone around.
I don't hear any alarms going off.
Come on, let's get down there.
And, Garrett hops on the rope and starts shimmying his way down. He gets to the bottom. He gets off and starts, like, looking around. He's got one of their magical rifles himself, and he's, like, looking around.
Seems clear.
Alright then. Felicia, after you.
Yes, Indy's already walking down. Yes, I'll take the bomb and I'll get it rigged immediately. And she also makes her way down. She sort of falls off about halfway. She lands a bit clumsily, but not so much as she's damaged herself. She looks like she's maybe hurt her ankle a little bit, but not enough to pay attention to.
Alright. I'll go next. Just kind of descending the rope with that very acrobatic style. It's less appealing this time around, apparently.
Yeah, and perhaps a little clumsier. Maybe you do the classic, like, ribbon person's trick, where, like, you try and roll, you've not quite got it, and, like, when you stop, like, no one can tell that it didn't mean to happen that way, but when you stop, like, you can feel that pressure on your ribs when the ribbon goes tight, like,
Still look good from the audience, it's fine.
All right. I'll go next. And this time I try and rappel down to get down a little quicker.
Okay.
God.
Oh, so as you try and rappel, the rope just starts slipping and you can't get your grip again. And you just rappel all the way down in one hit, and your hands are just burning from this rope burn afterwards.
Damn it. Ah.
Y'all alright, Simon?
Why don't we throw a
Little rope
D4
burn.
in? D4 for rope burn. Fire damage. I mean, nothing on a level 7 fighter like yourself.
Okay. So, fine. No,
You can, yeah, you can either type 1d4 or you can use the dice roller. There we go.
There we go.
So 2 points of burning damage, 1 per hand.
All right.
All right, Indy, pass me the bomb. I'll get it rigged up.
Are we close enough? Do we need to be closer? What's going on here?
Sorry?
Oh, are we close enough? Is everything alright? I mean...
Yeah, I mean, just hand me the EMP. I'll get it rigged and we'll be out of here. Indy?
Oh, yes, of course.
It's in your
Sorry,
bag,
what did
right?
you- Oh, yes, yes. Indy's gonna set down her device and, or set down her bag and carefully remove the device.
Yeah, and, Felicia will take it. Okay, okay, I'll go and get this rigged up. Strange, it doesn't quite look like the drawings.
What's wrong?
Nothing, it just looks a bit more, I don't know, arty. Like, there's bits on here that don't seem to have any mechanical function.
You mean the reactor or the bomb?
The reactor.
Can I mean, she's paranoid. Evangeline is paranoid. So she doesn't trust anybody, but can I trust that she... Do I think that she is really not concerned, or is this something to be concerned about?
Give me an insight check.
Let's see how this goes.
Thank you
A
very
9.
much to that salty ginger who gives Mel Hidale a nat 20.
Thank you, Lauren.
Yeah, so on a 9, could go either way. She seems to know what she's talking about, but she seems slightly unnerved.
Can Indy investigate this thing the thing in question? To see if she can kind of figure out what it is, what its purpose or origin might be. She's got some experience
Yeah.
with technological and magical devices. So,
Yeah, do it.
yeah. Okay. So, let me see. So that's Artificer's Lore uses a history, but double proficiency bonus, so add 6 to that.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, so is that doubled, or do you need to add...
No, it's 18 plus 6.
18 plus 6, that's 24. You are looking at this, and that looks like someone's put something on... This looks like a sort of alarm system, but maybe a defense system? Some sort of new prototype?
Oh, now that is curious. I'm not so sure we should just ignore this, Felicia. It seems to be some kind of defense system, possibly? I'm not sure what it does, but it could be much more dangerous.
And this, Indy, is why we are such good friends. Felicia, where did you get those plans from?
Well, I volunteered to help work on the original reactor.
Mm-hmm. And when did you get those plans?
Well, some 10 years ago.
Seems they've modified their security quite a bit since then.
Well, what do we do? Do we just plant the AMP and hope, or...?
Well, to my knowledge, from what y'all have been explaining to me, the EMP will knock out everything, right?
Yeah, should do.
I don't follow in shoulds, honey. I only deal with concrete possibilities.
I really struggle with those. You know, chaos is a thing.
Chaos is a thing, honey, but, you know, if you're planning on killing somebody, you gotta make sure you do it right. A knife through the ribs is a concrete example. I don't should when I kill somebody. I do it very polite-like.
I've never killed anyone, nor wanted to. We're saving the planet.
This is true. We are saving the planet. We are saving ourselves. We are making sure none of the rest of us end up sickly and or ill. However, if we're not sure how we're going to do that, it seems a mite concerning.
It'll take out all of the original features. I'm not sure about the new security feature, but... Hell,
Alright, so it'll take out all the original features, but we're not sure if it'll set the alarm, let everybody know. We're also not sure if the new features will possibly, you know, make this whole thing redundant.
What? She's like, no, it'll disable the reactor, definitely. It'll definitely disable the reactor. It functions on a pure principle. If they had changed that, it would have made the news all over the place. It would have revolutionized the entire technology. That's why it's so inefficient. Garrett?
Well, the way I see it is if there's alarms and things, that's why we hired all of yous. Set the reactor, let's get out of here as quick as we can.
What if the alarms close off the exits?
Just have to blast it open.
There are ways around that, darling. I have some means of getting us out. Well, most of us.
Do we have any way to disable this alarm before we drop the EMP?
I can have a look. You seem to know a thing or two. Would you like to help me?
Absolutely.
While everyone's discussing, I'd like to have been kind of walking around the perimeter of the reactor, keeping an eye on things.
Yeah, there is absolutely no one around here. It seemed that... well, why don't you give me some sort of check, maybe? Maybe it's a survival check? It feels like you're looking out for yourself at the moment.
So I'm just trying to like keep an eye on the group and like make sure there's no, because there's that amphibian that she saw earlier.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, there's literally no one around. It's like they've not needed to put anyone in here.
So I just comment then, I'm like, this, even for a place like this seems really empty. With all these access tunnels, there's literally no one else. Or drones, maybe. There's nothing. This has me concerned.
You're right. It's quiet.
Too quiet.
Too quiet.
Can we hear the reactor making sounds?
Yes, you can still hear the...
Okay. Good.
Oh yeah, retweets. Thank you, whoever just reminded me of that. Cracks. Whoops. So why don't you give me another history check? Felicia will help you, giving you advantage.
Okay. Excellent. So that's 3 plus 6 is 9.
11. She's
oh,
giving you
11
advantage.
plus 6
Yeah.
then. Okay, so 17.
There's a possibility that rigging the EMP will trigger the alarms.
Okay. Are we prepared to trigger alarms?
Is it gonna go off the minute you put it there, or is it gonna go off when it goes boom? Because if it goes off when we put it there, we might have a small issue, but if it puts it off when we go boom, then we should be a little bit further away.
So whilst we've been doing this, Felicia has been pretty much arming the EMP. She's like, no, it should go live as soon as I connect this to the actual... actual
Don't
reactor.
touch nothing.
Alright. I'm just saying, as soon as we connect this, that's when the alarms will go off.
Okay, so in that case, that's the last thing we need to do down here, yeah?
Yeah.
All of you climb back up first, so you've already got a head start. And then I can start climbing, because I could just climb right up the wall real quick like. I can just mage hand to connect that last bit.
That was gonna be my question. In which case, Simon, honey, let's get going.
After you.
Garrett, you go first.
Yes, indeed.
He makes his way up the ladder. It's a little slow, but he gets the way up there. Whilst he's doing so, Indy, a little red laser beam comes out of the thing and scans around the reactor. Would you like to make a dex save to avoid it?
Yes, I would. Oh.
The beam crosses you, then comes back to you, and starts blinking.
Well, do we see this?
Oh yeah, everyone sees it blinking.
All right, well then I don't think it matters anymore if we're kind of polite about it. Set that thing off and let's get going.
Yeah. Yeah. Indy's gonna go ahead and attach the thing and be like, go, get up there. And, she's gonna try to step out of the way of the beam and see if it follows her.
It doesn't follow anymore, it just blinks.
I do believe that's the warning system. Let's go. And Evangeline's gonna grab Felicia and shove her at the rope
Yeah,
ladder.
I'm going. As soon as you connect the wires, Indy, the robot on top begins to unfold. Large legs, a large tail, 2 large claws all unfold from the reactor, walking off of it like some sort of large scorpion.
Scorpion. Scorpions. Well, ain't that just a kick in the head? Hey, are you ready to get gone?
Yes, we've got 45 minutes. Go!
Okay, that's great.
And that's a real timer, everyone. A real timer for 45 minutes to get out of the reactor.
Alright.
Can everyone please roll initiative?
That'd be a 19, honey.
19.
20 on me.
And that 20 on whatever craziness you're torturing us with.
So we've got Indy, then we've got your dex is bound to be higher.
Yeah, it's a +5 for initiative.
So it is the reactor's turn first. Spotting Indy, who its sights were on just moments ago, it's going to make 2 claw attacks at you, Indy. Does a 20 hit you?
Yup.
Please take 8 slashing damage. And does a 14 hit you?
Yeah.
Another 7 slashing damage.
Oh.
Indy, how close to you are me? How close to me are you? Wow, words.
Indy was standing right next to the tunnel going back up.
Okay.
So next it's Indy's turn.
Okay. Indy, what can Indy even do in this situation?
If Indy was within 5 feet of me, I can impose disadvantage on the attacks because of my being a
is
battle
going
master.
to cast. Oh god, that's not.
Save
the
it for
best.
next round.
Is that a reaction, is it, Mel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Maybe we could take off that first 8 then if you'd like to do that, Indy. So you
Oh.
you only lose 7 damage. I guess a 10 doesn't hit you.
That helps.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll take that. Okay. Indy is going to attack, make a attack with her bow against this thing. Just like hoping it'll hit some kind of important part on it.
Uh-huh. Oh, that hits.
Alright, nobody's within 5 feet of it, are they?
I mean, I haven't gone up, and he hasn't gone up yet, so...
Has it gotten that close to us?
It's just climbed down. It's right on top of you, Indy. I guess Simon's within 5 feet. Everyone else will be heading towards the rope, right?
Okay.
Yeah,
so
I'm halfway in
if
between the rope and them.
within 5 feet, then I get to add my sneak attack damage.
Yeah, it's definitely.
So 13 plus 7.
Yeah, solid hit. Anything else you'd like to do?
I'm going to, I'm gonna disengage and start climbing the tunnel side wall.
Of course.
And that's all.
So,
Okay.
Evangeline.
Does this look like a construct?
It does look a lot like a construct.
Mm-hmm. That's what I thought. But you know, here's a very interesting point on this this here thing. Yep, I'm gonna try this. Y'all, I don't really like you being that close to me and hurting my friends, so I'm gonna curse you. she's gonna run up and like just kind of brush the side of him, you know, pulling like a piece of jewelry from her hair as she brushes the side of him, sticks the pin back in her hair, and she's gonna bestow curse on him, on this thing, and has to make a wisdom saving throw. And 14 is going to fail. DC is 16. And while cursed, I'm taking this particular choice. The target must make a wisdom saving throw at the start of each of its turns. If it fails, it wastes its action that turn doing nothing.
Does a 16 you said. Lovely.
Yes.
Okay. So it has to make a wisdom saving turn for each turn, or... Okay, perfect. So as you do
it
this...
does nothing.
As you do this, the tail comes up above its head.
Mm-hmm.
There's a little pilot light up there.
But before I do, I cast my bonus action and I say, Simon, darling, it might be real helpful if you could hit this thing very hard and give you Bardic Inspiration. It's a D8 Bardic Inspiration.
Just under 40 minutes now. Garrett simply...
As I proceed to make my way back up the stairs.
Yeah, Garrett simply fires at the creature. He doesn't hit it. He doesn't hit it twice. Felicia just runs straight to the rope and starts climbing. She climbs slowly. It's gonna take her probably 2 rounds to get all the way up the rope. Not 2 rounds, 1 round. It'll take all of her turn to get up the rope. Leaving us on Simon Sword's turn.
All right. I draw my sword because I already have my shield out, and I'm gonna attack it, and I'm gonna use that nat 20 I was given.
Mm-hmm.
So then I just need to do damage, correct?
I will roll it
As
so
if I'm
you can then just click the button
Okay.
to make it easier. And then just click the word longsword.
Okay.
2 lots of damage on your longsword? Oh, one-handed or two-handed. Click it again. Are you wielding it one-handed or two-handed right now?
One-handed because I've got the shield out.
Lovely. So that'd be a total of 17 damage for it to take. Oops, just punch
And then I'm going to spend one of my superiority dice, and I'm going to use Goading Strike. So it needs to make a Wisdom saving throw. And that won't beat my, I want to say it's a 16 for my...
Yeah,
where's
sure.
the block for it? I lost it. Yeah, that won't. 8 plus proficiency plus strength, so that won't beat that. So it... So many things to read. So now the construct has disadvantage on all attack rolls against targets that are not me until the end of my next turn.
Why did it do that now? I apologize. That came through now.
No, that's okay. That's perfect.
Show up in there if I click that, hopefully? No. Let's do...
Excellent. Cool. So since we're not on your turn at the minute, are we at the end of your turn yet, Simon?
Then I will...
You have a second
You have a
attack,
second
don't you? Yeah.
I do have a second attack, yes. I'll do that as well. That probably won't hit
The
the
10 definitely won't hit, I'm afraid.
Bardic Inspiration!
Oh, yes, I'll roll all Bardic Inspiration.
D8.
So, 17?
Unfortunately, that will not hit.
Okay. And then, even though I know it will attempt to hit me if I leave, if I'm the last one to start going up the ladder, I'm going to make my way to the ladder so I can start going, hopefully, next turn.
Mm-hmm. Well, as we get to the end of your turn, its reaction with the laser above its head is for the sting to fire. I'm going to take that as, since we're not on its turn, I'm going to forego the wisdom save, especially because this is a legendary reaction. Anyone? Oh, hang on. That shouldn't be a sting. That should be a cone. That should be a DC 15 dexterity saving throw. I don't actually know how to set that up. Make a DC 15 dexterity saving throw, please. That's a cone, so anyone between the ladder and the thing. I think that includes you, Indy, I think. Garrett's already up top. Felicia's climbing. You started climbing, didn't you? Because you've got spider climb.
Yeah, it should be probably 20 to 25 feet up the wall at this point.
Cool. If you pass, please take half damage. Otherwise, please take full damage of 21. 14 piercing, 7 lightning if you have resistances or anything like that. Next is the reactor's turn. It passes. It wanders. Let's see who's left around it. We've got Evangeline and Simon. Who's closest to the ladder right now?
Probably Evangeline, because she moved before me. So I'm closest to the construct currently.
Mm-hmm. Okay, he's going to move forward and attack you then. Does a 23 hit you?
Yes.
And does a 27 hit you?
Yep.
Oh, but only little baby damage. Please take 12 damage. Next is Indy's turn.
Okay. Can I see this thing from where I'm at on the up the wall?
Oh, yeah, you can see it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And since I'm spider climbing up this wall, I got my hands free. I'm gonna make another short bow attack against it. And it's still within 5 feet of someone, right?
It is, but a
Okay, does the 16 hit?
16 won't hit, I'm afraid.
Ooh. Oh. I'm gonna go up a little further, but stay within shooting range on this tunnel until everyone else is up.
Okay. Evangeline, it'll be your turn next.
I'm gonna take a quick look up above us. Do I see anything immediately above us on that platform that we came down?
No, nothing yet.
I'm sorry, y'all. I don't like being this close to things that do this much damage to me. me. And she coughs a little bit, and she's gonna dimension door her ass up the damn stairs.
So you've just gone up to the ledge where Garrett is standing, or?
Actually, I think she's gonna go. How far is the ledge? How far? So from the ground to where the ledge where Garrett was standing is 20 feet, we said?
Yeah, something like that. So 20 feet per, say, story. So you've got about 80 feet to get to the top, 20 feet to get to that ledge where they're standing.
Oh, she's gonna go all the way up, honey.
Okay, you can...
Well, no, she's gonna go... I'm gonna go to this third... To the third...
Oh, what, where the 2 ropes were that came down?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry. So, yeah, so to the entrance of the elevator, or where just below where the entrance to the elevator is?
She's going up 60 feet.
Okay. So just below where the ropes are.
Just below where the ropes are. So to the third portion of it. Yeah, the one
Yeah.
we did. So she's going to dimension door herself up there. And say, I'm sorry, y'all. I do not like being that close to y'all. And then she's going to just take a second and breathe and see if there's anything around here, up here, that might be a danger to them.
Please roll me a perception check.
$22.
Yeah, the coast is clear, but there sitting at the top of the thing is the frog. Rabbit.
Do I feel threatened by this amphibian?
That's up to you. It looks angry.
Is it like a normal sized frog or is it like a really big frog?
It's like a normal sized frog.
Okay, y'all, I don't have time to be angry about you right now. I've got a giant scorpion mechanical piece of shit.
And we have 30 minutes until the bomb blows.
No, there's that too. Hurry yourselves up, honey.
Garrett turns to fire down on the creature. He still can't hit it. He can't hit it twice. Felicity, atop there, she doesn't have any ranged weapons. She just sort of panics a bit. She runs back across. She's like, hurry, we need the rope to get back across the gap. Felicia, Simon, it'll be your turn. Excuse me.
All right. I will attempt to hit it some more. Ooh, well, 24.
24 will hit. Oh yeah.
Okay. Then I'll use my second attack. 17, I don't think hits.
17 doesn't.
Okay.
11 hits.
You know what? I'm gonna use my action surge to hit it again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's 2 damage because of the crit.
Yep. And also, when you action surge, you use the attack action. You've got a second attack again.
Awesome. Do that. Oh no, 11.
11 does not hit, I'm afraid. But you do significant damage to the creature. Perhaps as you're slashing at some of the pipes, some oil sprays free. I'm trying not to fill up too much of your time to get away with description, so I'll move it on back to the top of the order, which is the reactor. Actually, no. Is this the end of your turn?
Can I use a superiority die to attempt to disarm one of its weapons?
I mean, you could try.
Because that's
what is the what can you?
It's a strength. It needs to make a strength saving throw if I spend the die, and then it. If it was a person, it would drop a weapon.
Yeah, okay. We'll manipulate that as if you can successfully do this, you can make it maybe unable to access its claws for a bit. You can like disconnect the connector or something.
Okay, so it needs to make a strength saving throw then.
Does a 23 pass?
Yes.
You try to hack at it, but it's like got some sort of magical shielding on it. It just sort of clatters off.
Okay. Then I will start climbing the rope because we're running out of time.
Yes, I'll give you an athletics check for that.
Okay. Pretty good.
Oh yeah,
19.
you're flying up there. However, having attacked it on your turn and at the end of your turn, it aims its cone upwards towards you. Everyone who is on that ledge, please make me a dex save as its sting comes in again. This is a DC 15.
Damn it.
Oh yeah, I'm waiting for Felicia and Garrett to roll. They're both reasonably okay. Half damage if you passed. The full 19 damage if you failed.
Okay, and I got evasion, so I get half.
So did you? Yeah, if you passed, you didn't pass, so you get half.
Yeah, I didn't pass, but yeah, half that.
Yeah. So what? 9.
All right.
Cool. On its turn, it's going to. Practice is gone. You're all gone. You're all climbing up. So. Wisdom save, yeah. Yep. Can it still move?
It can't do anything if it fails the wisdom save. No, not quite. It says it wastes its action that turn doing nothing. Wastes its action doing nothing.
Yeah, so I think it could still do movement. That's how I would read that.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're the DM. And it fails.
It fails. So it fails, it can't make any attacks this turn, but it does start gripping this pipe. Its legs, spiky, just puncture into the pipe, as it's going to be very slow climbing. Back to the top of the round. Indy.
Yeah, Indy, after that one, is gonna climb the rest of the way up that tunnel and start heading in the direction of the exit, because, yeah, no sense in getting herself killed once we've already set the EMP.
Uh-huh. So you're at the gap at the moment, yeah? You need to clear the gap. You took the rope away from the gap to throw it down towards the reactor. So, now we need to get back across that gap.
Oh yeah, okay, I do have a rope of my own and some mage hand. Do I have enough, like, action to tie my rope to something and mage hand across to the other side to tie it to something else?
Yeah, that seems perfect.
Alright. Yeah, that is how I am going to spend my turn then, and if I have any movement, I'll start across the rope as well.
Yeah, I don't see why you couldn't use your reaction to tie it and your movement to move across. That seems perfectly reasonable. Make me a dex save, acrobatics check though. Dex save. Just dex save crazy. Thank you, dammit Barry, for that subscription.
Yeah. You said acrobatics?
Acrobatics.
Oh.
Clumsy. Clumsy across. We'll just call it half speed.
Okay.
So it was 20 feet across, so you're like 5 feet from the edge at this point. And unless your movement is more than 30, I made an assumption there.
No, my movement's 25.
Oh, perfect. So you're about, 5-6 feet away.
Okay, cool.
Evangeline, you're standing on the top. Everything seems dandy up here.
Well, y'all are taking a little bit of time, and she's just gonna pull her necklace out. It's got a small prism at the bottom, and she's gonna start spinning it, aiming it directly at the creature, and cast hypnotic pattern on it.
Ooh.
Yes.
Can you pop
Stay
hypnotic
there.
pattern for me? I don't know it verbatim.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me just go ahead and turn the turn that on. I'm just gonna click it again just to give it to y'all. There you go. It's 120 feet, so I should be more than. I only went up 60.
Yeah. Speed of 0, yeah. Okay, cool.
And she's gonna cast message. Y'all don't touch it. Just keep coming.
Don't hit it again.
Don't hit it again.
Got it.
Okay, so next is Garrett's turn. Garrett looks real twitchy with that trigger finger. Can you make me a persuasion check, please, Evangeline? Or intimidation,
Oh,
whatever you prefer.
Oh, honey, I can definitely do that. I mean, it's an 18.
He looks at it for a moment, then turns and puts the gun back on its back on its, like, I don't know what you call them things, and throws himself at the rope climbing across.
Y'all get yourselves on. I hear this is gonna go boom soon enough.
So now there's 2 of you on the rope now, as Garrett starts to climb across. Felicia looks at Simon and says, should we all go at once, or should we wait?
You all go. I'll behind. I'm coming.
So Felicia dives on the rope right behind Garrett. She's actually climbing faster than Garrett is, so she's sort of being held up by him as he's struggling across. And Simon, it's your turn.
All right. Is there any room left on the ladder to try and climb up at the moment?
Oh, well, actually,
Where I am.
they're sort of like making their way across the gap now on the rope.
Oh yeah, because I'm still on the floor. I gotta go. I'm gonna start by using my second wind with my bonus action.
Uh-huh.
Oh, only 4, so
I'm better than nothing.
11 HP. Okay, and then I'm gonna I'm gonna dash, so I'm gonna move twice. So would you like 2 athletics then to climb up the ladder / rope since I'm on the floor?
I thought you climbed up last turn.
You did.
Yeah.
Did I? Okay.
Yeah, you climbed up. You're okay. You're up there, so you can make your way across.
Okay. Then I won't dash. I'll just move normal.
Oh yeah,
I will hold the rear.
okay. You are holding the rear perfectly. The creature is mute, immovable.
Mm-hmm. For up to a minute. All right, y'all, let's go. I do not like that.
And that's my turn then. So I'm moving.
Now, Indy, I didn't get you to roll anything at the time, but I think I should now. Could you make me some sleight of hand checks for how tight you tied your knots? Now there's 4 people on them, or 3 people on them.
Yeah. All right. Oh. R.I.P.
So one end of the rope comes loose, and it swings down away from the creature.
Wait, before they do that, how far away from me are they, and can I see them?
They're about 40 feet, and you'll see this rope come loose, yes.
Are any of them falling?
Well, that's what we're about to find out. Can we each make some dexterity saves, please, to keep hold of the rope? Simon, you're not on the rope yet, so you're okay, right? You're holding up the rear, right?
Yes.
Well, you know.
Oh, you know what? If I'm holding up the rear on the platform, if is my end the one that comes undone?
Yeah.
I want to attempt to grab it with a dex save then.
Yeah, sure, try and grab it.
17?
Yeah, okay, you can grab it, but you're going with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do I need to make another save to hold on?
Yes.
Okay. 20!
You're fine. You two are both fine. Everyone is just fine. Everyone holds onto this rope for dear life as it swings under the thing. Let's go up quickly.
Come on, there's no messing about. Get up there.
It is the reactor's turn. I don't think it can make any saves or anything, can it?
Nope, it's just straight 1 minute.
Yeah. Charm for the duration. Yeah, that's it.
As long as nobody hits it and nobody wakes it up.
I'm tempted to say I could still use the cone, but I'm going to leave it. You guys.
No, it's incapacitated. It can't use the cone.
Well, you know. Indy then. Indy, it's your turn. You're about 5 feet away from the top of this rope. However, you also have lots of scaffolding around you now, so you could probably step off anywhere you like if Spider Climb's still active.
And honestly, at this point, the rope should be touching the wall, right? I can just walk up the rest of the way.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Or scaffolding, at least, yeah.
Yeah, just gonna walk up the rest of the way up the wall and continue towards the exit. In fact, also gonna go ahead and use my dash to get even closer towards the exit.
Yeah, 100%. So you can, dash? That's 50 feet. So you can get right up next to Evangeline.
Alright.
It's the same as walking, isn't it, Spider Climb?
Yeah, Spider Climbs basically walk up the wall.
So yeah, you're right there next to Evangeline.
You all right there, honey? Every time get us on out of here.
Yeah, I'm hurting a bit, but I'll be alright as long as nothing else comes our way.
You all had to say that now, didn't you?
Both Garrett and Felicia climb the rope with ease. They are on the platform below now, eyeing up the next rope. Simon, could you please make me an athletics check to climb the rope?
Sure can. 15.
That's passable. You can get up to the next platform ready to climb out. We've got 16 minutes left on the clock now. Looks like you guys are going to get out way before this thing explodes.
Mm-hmm. I have absolutely no fear of that. Let's get going, y'all.
So going back to the top of the round, the reactor can't move. Indy, it is your turn, and Indy and Evangeline, you're both at the top of the thing. I guess you're just waiting at the moment, unless you want to hop in the elevator.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and start waiting in that elevator. I'm ready to get out of here, and I don't see any immediate obstacles to help with. Wait. Before I get in the elevator, wait, did everyone get across?
Yeah, everyone
Yes,
got
get up
across.
Okay,
Well,
yeah.
we're
I'm
talking
gonna go
about
ahead and
further.
wait in that elevator.
Cool. Evangeline, doing the same?
I'm gonna stay like halfway
Hmm.
because I have to make sure I maintain concentration on that spell, y'all. And waiting for everybody to go up. Also, she's paranoid, and while she nominally trusts Cindy and Simon, she has untrustworthy feelings towards these others who can't do a job right. And the damn frog.
Now, I'm in a quandary, because Gemsong makes an interesting point. In the real-time timer, a minute's up. Oh, and another Wild Magic Surge as well, thank you. In fact, this would be a good time to pop those 2 Wild Magic Surges.
Gem, why don't you love us? It's 10 rounds. I get my 10 rounds, y'all.
1 and 3, so that would be Mal and Indy. Please roll me 1d 614s.
Yeah.
586.
And what did Wild Engineer done give us?
306.
That's another Wild Magic Surge.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Wild Engineer.
I love wild magic.
The winds of magic swirl and convulse around you, Simon. All of a sudden, your armor seems to be striped with the colors red, white, and blue, and a musket appears but in front of you with a pouch of 10 shots.
Happy Thanksgiving, y'all.
I have a musket, I guess.
You have a musket. Funnily enough, I've got the stats for a musket somewhere as well. Could you roll me another one, please? Thank you very much for the 20 retweets,
Alright.
which I haven't updated yet.
So
67.
67, 306. Indy, you have perfect pitch. That's end of Wild Magic Surge. You have perfect pitch.
Okay, well, you know, if Evangeline starts singing again later, I can join.
Oh,
in.
67 is very, very relevant. Ropes become covered in lamp oil.
Oh my god.
All climbing rope checks will now be made with disadvantage. So, after Indy and Evangeline concentrating on the reactor, I'm going to say because of the real-time timer, I'll let you keep it this time, but next time he's going to be free. Garrett's going to try and climb this rope. On a 12, they can just about do it. It's hard going with the slippery, slimy rope. Felicia also climbs. On a 9, she's almost sliding back down towards you, but manages to climb slow. She gets to the next platform. They're up with you and Evangeline and Indy. Simon.
y'all done get in there. He's not gonna be happy in a hot second.
Simon, time to climb.
Okay.
Oh,
12.
12. On a 12, it's slippery. It is slimy. Yeah, as you get to the top, you can see this musket sitting there. Simon seems to have appeared to have changed clothes. He's wearing government clothing.
Simon, did y'all
Howdy.
have that on beforehand?
No.
I think he's one of them, Evangeline. Look at his clothes.
Did I not mention I was ex-soldier at the start of this? It's fine. I don't like them anymore. We're good. Let's go.
You all hop into the elevator, and Felicia's just like, right, just push the up button.
Honey, you all press that.
I'm covered in grease. I don't want to grease everything up.
Fine.
I pushed
Mage
the
hand it.
button.
Oh
Mage
yeah,
hand it. Mage hand it.
Simon's slapping his greasy handle over it. The elevator begins to slowly move upwards. Below, you can hear the crashings as pieces of scaffold are falling over as this creature is trying to climb out, and then it all seems to go dark.
How long did the elevator take us to get down here the first time?
I was timing it about 3 or 4 minutes.
Okay.
Okay.
Y'all, I do not think that is the end. We must be prepared for whatever comes out when we have a comes out the other side.
Oh, what if something else heard the alarm? Surely they don't have it only wired to that robot.
I'm quite sure there are a lot of things that are going on. Excuse me a minute, I need to do something. And she's gonna cast Healing Word on herself.
Mm-hmm.
Because she looks like a hot mess right now at 2nd level. Which is... Oh, it auto-ignore the psychic thing, so it's 9.
9, yep, okay.
That's good. For some reason, it auto-did the psychic. Oh, because of it's in there as a global modifier. Sorry.
Mhm.
She does not look good. At all.
How are the rest of you looking in the elevator? You've got a couple of minutes until it gets up.
Yeah.
Anybody else need some help here?
Definitely injured, bleeding a bit.
All right. Well, I'm gonna try and give you a little bit of help on that one, honey. Here, gonna go ahead and cast this for you, and she's just gonna kind of gesture and again cast Healing Word at 2nd level again, because we have the time. So 11.
Oh, excellent.
Ignore that psychic.
I also look like I've been beat up quite a bit.
Yeah.
But I just stand there all like, whatever. I don't care.
Well, she's gonna cast Healing Word. Simon, you look a little rough, honey. Let me give you a little bit of help. And she's gonna cast Healing at 1st level for you. So that's 6.
Garrett's sort of like looking at his timepiece. He's saying, "Okay, when we get up top, the train leaves in around 7 minutes. Let's split up, each get to the train, and get out of town before that reactor blows. When the reactor blows, well, we're not going to get out before the reactor blows. I imagine the police are going to be all over the place. The alarms have probably warned them. I'm sure they don't know about this entrance, but they're going to be over the city. Split up, get to the train, and get back to base."
Mm-hmm.
You'll get your
I'm
pay.
quite-
I have my money, right?
I'll pay you when we get back to base.
Okay.
Remember, cash, things won't be working so well, and I don't trust credit cards.
God damn it, it ain't all about money! He thumps the side of the elevator. And comically jumps like a chibi.
How tall is he?
5'4".
So a little bit taller than Evangeline. She's just gonna look at him and go, "Honey, money make the world go round, and it's gonna be what we're going to be trying to do the most damage for here, because they aren't gonna give a shit about this unless we hurt them in the wallet."
Exactly, it's things like money makes these goddamn governments have the power anyway.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What's Felicia doing?
She's just sort of like pacing, wringing her hands. Okay, just need to get back to the train station. Back to the train station, and the elevator doors open. But during that time, she was mainly wringing her hands.
Mm-hmm. Garrett, you first.
What, leaving the elevator?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he doesn't need telling twice. He's like pushing his way out as soon as it opens. He's like looking around.
Alright, it seems clear, but I can see flashing lights over by the main entrance. I've got a feeling that we're gonna need to be avoiding people.
Out of curiosity, what does the top of this elevator look like?
It's like an old maintenance shaft. It's like a hash style, cross metal entrance, scaffoldings on the side, but the elevator itself is solid metal doors.
But I'm the ceiling of the elevator.
Oh, so you can see all of the workings, all of like the gears and things that are turning, lifting you up and down. But it is ceilinged.
So there should be a hatch in the top.
Yep.
Hey, Simon, you want to give me a boost here for a hot second?
Sure.
I never trust the main door, and she's gonna go up and try to see if she can go up the shaft.
Above the elevator, there is a ladder that will lead you to the roof.
Y'all might want to come out this way.
I mean, Garrett's already like out. He's like, well,
We gotta split up anyways. I'm gonna go this way on foot.
We'll see you at the station, honey.
Felicia says, I'll go down by the docks," and she runs where Garrett turns right out the elevator. She turns left. It's up to you where you guys want to go. You've been asked to split up.
I'm with you, Evangeline, and Indy's gonna spider climb up to the hatch and start climbing up towards the roof.
Going to the roof.
I think I'm a little conspicuous in this red, white, and blue getup. I'll just go straight out. They turned right and left, and they're going up. I just go out.
Okay.
If I'm gonna get seen, at least it'll prevent other people from getting followed, maybe.
I like it. Very noble. So the elevator doors opened with 5 minutes left on the clock. So here's how we're going to do this section. We're going to do it one at a time. I suppose Evangeline and, Skyra and Prax, if you two want to stick together, we can do you in one set of 7 minutes.
Okay.
The train leaves at 7 minutes. The bomb goes off in 5. So we'll go with Simon first. As we change up our sound so that we're now back in the city. "7 minutes. You begin walking. Walking through the city. Going straight ahead, you'll be going through one of the main malls.
Okay. Is there any place I can just duck in and try and get rid of this ridiculous getup?
Yeah, there's clothes shops and things. You can stop in a clothes shop. It'll probably take you about a minute to get changed.
That's fine. I just walk in and I just grab something and throw it over me and pay for it as quick as I can.
Okay, so that we'll deduct a minute. You've now got 5 minutes left to get to the train.
And then I just walk down the mall like I got somewhere to go, because I do. Look like you belong and no one will stop you.
There's ahead of you. You can see they've set up some barricades, sort of like the ones that you unfortunately have to have around Christmas time now these days due to recent things, where people are passing through one at a time and they're stopping people and asking for ID.
I would like to avoid that. Can I? Is there an alleyway maybe that I can duck down and continue moving in that direction?
Between two shops, there is a bathroom. They usually have windows.
Okay, so I need to go out through the bathroom window, I think is what you're telling me?
I'm not saying that is. I'm saying that's one of your options. You could also try and go through a shop. Maybe a friendly shopkeeper would help you out a back door. However, you're up in a fairly wealthy district. People here are probably pro-government.
I'll go to a shop. I'll take my chances. And I walk right up to like the proprietor, and I'm just like, hey, I need to get past this barricade. I've got business to take care of, and I set 50 gold on the counter. I'm like, is there a back door?
Make me a persuasion check.
12.
On the 12, he eyes the gold, looks at you. Alright, why?
Why what?
Why do you need to avoid the... Are you a terrorist?
I fight the terrorists, and the government officials are going to stop me, and I'm going to lose my quarry. I need you to give me the back door so I can hurry up.
Alright. Second door on the left.
Thanks.
And then you'll see double fire doors. You'll see it. You can go through the shop. Second door on the left leads to double doors, and you can get out.
All right.
You're now back out on one of the streets. You can see the train station actually a little way down the ways.
Is it relatively straight shot?
Relatively, yeah. There's a couple of like curves and stuff, and you'll have to go through some crowds of people. But it's not. It looks fairly straight.
Okay. I make my way to the train station as quickly as I can, without looking like I'm hurrying, but not going slow.
Mm-hmm. As you're walking, there's a man to the side. He seems to be selling hot sausages in buns. He's like, sausage in a bun! Go on, sir! Sausage in a bun! Just 2 gold pieces. Sausage in a bun!
Sure. I don't even argue. I just 2 gold, grab it, keep walking, eat my sausage in a bun.
There's another shopkeeper.
Is there anyone selling flowers?
Yeah, why not? There's someone selling flowers.
I want to buy a flower.
This is going to be pure British market for you guys. £1, all these bouquet, £1, get your £1 here, £1. UK people, you know what I'm talking about. That's how all markets sound. However, as you are buying these flowers, there is an almighty explosion from the reactor. As a fire blooms upwards, magical fire. It glows purple, blue, and green. As the reactor has not been EMP'd, it has exploded, and everyone around you is just staring.
I take the flowers and everyone's distracted. Time to go.
Yep. I imagine you would, if sort of hurrying towards the train station, you would arrive about the same time as the dust cloud does.
Do I manage to get on the train before the dust cloud gets to me?
Do you break into a run?
No.
Then no. It'll just hit you
Okay.
beforehand.
Yep.
And
flip up my collar and like cover my face as best I can and just...
you get on the train in time. Congratulations. So, Evangeline and Indy. Heading up the elevator shaft.
Mm-hmm.
You have 7 minutes, go.
Alright, honey, we done get out of here, and we're gonna go across the roof and then down that corridor through the building and down into the train station, she says as she keeps climbing.
Deal, see if you can keep up.
I try.
Yeah, because Indy's gonna use her full movement and dash each turn to try to get as far as possible.
Yep, Evangeline's gonna do the same thing.
Okay, cool. So you guys can dash to the top. When you get to the top of this elevator shaft, you can see the mechanical workings of this thing are up here. There's some sort of like a magical thing on it and all that sort of thing. But essentially, that's the only thing up here on this roof. It's not as though it's interconnected with all the other roofs. It's not massively high either. You can see maybe just only like a 20-foot drop, but 10 feet across is a rooftop of a nearby mall. If you look to the right, you can see a more residential area, slightly lower roofs, but more of them.
But from knowing the area, we would know that we would have to go across the mall to get to the station, right?
Any path can take you to the station.
She's gonna run and jump off onto the roof of the mall.
Acrobatics, please, I guess.
How far is it drop, by the way?
Uh,
Just out of curiosity.
Drops 20 feet, across 10 feet.
All right. If she starts to feel like it's a concern, she has a different plan in mind.
It might be a concern.
It's okay. That's why she always makes sure she brings out handy dandy featherfall.
Okay, yeah, and it doesn't say anything about momentum here, so I'll say that... I guess this would look like you somehow trip or just don't jump, like something... Maybe the brick gives way or something, so you can't make the jump. And as you begin to fall, your momentum going longitudinally carries over. Now, Indy, would you like to stay together, or would you like your own separate 6.5 minutes?
Indy's gonna just go ahead and spider climb right down the wall, provided there's not any cops in between this side of the building and the mall.
There's not yet, but you can see them making their way down the street, blocking it off.
Yeah, Indy's gonna climb down the side of the building, and then she's going to cast Fog Cloud where the cops are.
Okay, so I think how I'll do this, I'll split you now. I'm going to take the timer back up to 5 minutes for you, Prax, and we'll go from there as you land on the roof. You gently alight. We'll come back to you in a second, Indy.
And she's going to cast message by twirling her earring again and said, "See you at the station, honey." And just run straight across the roof of the mall.
Oh, yeah, definitely. You can run across. When you get to the other end, it's a fair distance. I'm probably just going to take that minute straight back just for the run. At the other end, you can see the market below you, and you can even see perhaps Simon exiting the mall over to your right.
And she's just going to run and jump off the side of the roof into like an alleyway.
Yeah, okay. There'd be a fire escape you can take to get down.
She's not even gonna walk down the fire escape. She's gonna slide it.
Oh yeah, slide down it. There's a cat that screeches and runs away, and the fire escape stops suddenly at the bottom, causing you to drop the last 5 feet. But you land on some soft cardboard boxes, no matter how you land.
Yep, and she's just gonna keep moving very quickly with stride and purification straight through the market towards the station.
Okay. As you step out of the alley, you can see there a traffic cop is standing right in front of you.
Darling, would you please get out of the way? I have a train to catch. Move.
Oh, terribly sorry. In a hurry?
Extremely. I hate being late.
Oh. Yeah, well, don't let me stop you. Head on down. And he's sort of like, oh, hang on, I've got something coming in. And he steps aside to let you walk because he starts taking
And
a call.
I'm going to move straight between them, and I'm going to move into the nearest crowd of people and use that wonderful halfling ability of naturally stealthy and just hide in the group of people.
Uh-huh.
As I make my way to the station as quickly as possible. Moving from group of people to group of people.
Yeah, so you hear him behind you just sort of calling out, hey, I know she was in a rush. Where's she gone? And he's sort of like looking around the crowd for you. But you can make your way through the crowd. As you do go through, again, there's someone selling things. They're like, halfling pies. Come on, madam. I know you want one. Halfling pies.
Oh, dude, she travels like a New Yorker. You keep walking, you keep your eyes on the target, and you keep going. Never make eye contact with people selling you anything. You never try and do that.
People are hawking at you. Newspapers. You get your flowers here. Buy a pound of flowers. Buy a pound of flowers. No one's phasing you at all. You make your way through. You can see the train ahead. It's about this time actually, in fact about a minute ago, but never mind, we'll call it now, that the explosion happened. This fiery blue-purple flames, everyone stands in shock and awe staring.
I don't know what that is, but I don't want to be near it. Y'all might want to run. She's going to yell like, oh my god, it's horrible. And she's going to run onto the train as quickly as possible.
Mm-hmm. We'll say you arrive on the train just behind Simon. Literally, as he's stepping on, you run in just behind.
Okay. And she's going to run into the nearest space and just kind of duck under like a chair or something. A bench.
Mm-hmm.
Onto a bench, or so, not hiding. But just dunk under the window.
Of course. So, 6 minutes, Indy, as you climb down this wall.
Yep, I've fogged out the cops, so I'm just gonna take off running in the direction of the train. As quickly as possible, so 50 feet a turn.
Yeah, okay, so you're just dashing straight past everyone through the crowds, okay. Which way are you going? Via the residential area? Through the mall? Or... Felicia said she was going down by the docks.
I guess the residential area would be less crowded and therefore less obstacles, so Indy's gonna take off running that way.
Okay, yeah, you can make your way through that way. You can see people pulling out washing as they go down. There's very few and far between, though. Running down these roads, there's lots of twists and turns. It's like a British council estate, so there's no order to it. If you was expecting blocks, you ain't getting them. They're sort of like curving streets that turn, and there's alleyways and all sorts that you sort of make your way down. But you can keep your sense of direction and head towards the train station. You can see the train station further up. You've come out on the train tracks, sort of like behind the train station. You've probably got about another 200 feet until you get there. You're very early.
Alright, yeah, I'm gonna, as I approach the train, I'm gonna slow down to a more normal pace and walk up onto the train, trying to act a little more casual than I had previously been doing.
Yeah, okay, so you get on the train. Barrett? Who's Barrett? There's no Barrett here. Garrett! And Garrett arrives shortly after Prax. I imagine you guys can walk down the train and find Indy. Indy, you'd have been on the train before the explosion happened. So you're sitting on the train when you hear this loud boom.
Indy presses her face up against the window and looks out, trying to see if she can see any of her companions reaching the train station.
Yeah, and from like further down, you'll probably see, maybe you'll just catch the figure of Simon walking on. He's much taller than you after all. And later, just as the doors are about to close, you can hear Evangeline. You see Evangeline run on, and you guys can meet up.
What the hell was that? That was not an EMP.
That was definitely not an EMP. We're all gonna die in the fallout. Garrett, what the hell did y'all do, and who do you know about Felicia?
Garrett hasn't arrived yet. He's going to arrive just after you. So if once you guys have got together, Garrett will he'll be like literally running up to the train doors and like ripping them open. And he's like, he gets on. And he's like, "Is Felicia here?"
No, I ain't seen her.
I was about to ask you that.
Close the doors.
He closes them again.
Garrett,
Maybe she
honey,
got held up down at the
darling.
docks.
Personage that I trust with my life and my money.
You'll get your damn money.
Oh, no, that's not the point. And she's gonna pull a knife on him.
Hey now, what's all this?
Garrett, darling, beloved personage that you are, and so respected. See, this is my dear friend Simon, and this is my dear friend Indy. three of us, we kind of know each other in a general professional sense, and we respect our general professional opinion. And when somebody says they're hiring us to place an EMP, usually that's what we do, right, Indy?
That's correct.
I do not believe I've ever been hired to place an EMP that has then turned out to be a bomb on a nuclear reactor.
Now, listen here. I don't know nothing about what just happened there, but what we placed was an EMP. I swear on it.
Uh-huh. Who done designed that thing, honey?
Felicia, but she's loyal.
I somehow doubt that, seeing as what's just happened to the reactor.
Despite you pulling a knife on you, he's like, how dare you? She's been a part of my operation for nearly 6-7 years.
Honey, I'm not threatening your life. I'm threatening something you hold much more value. And it's a lot closer for me. Do you honestly believe that?
I honestly do.
Because we can make you sing a different octave here, honey.
You ain't gonna scare me. I know what's right.
Simon, do we trust this kind individual who hired us?
I would like to make an insight check.
You may. 17 is a strong insight check. Garrett is speaking with conviction. He doesn't seem threatened by the knife, like he's going to back down at all. And he's especially defensive of Felicia. He's not showing any tells or anything else which may indicate that he's lying. Your gut's saying maybe he either doesn't know something or...
If she betrayed him, he doesn't know. He thinks she's trustworthy, and he, as far as I can tell, he's trying to do what he thinks is best.
Simon, I appreciate that. I think that's a very wise and important thing that you just let us know. Hey, Garrett, darling, beloved honey.
What's with all this beloved honey business? Why are you pulling a knife on me?
What head were you thinking with when you talked with Felicia last?
I ain't got nothing to do with it. Felicia, she ain't got nothing like that. I got kids to look after.
What head were you thinking with?
My right thinking head, that's supposed to be an EMP, which is gonna wipe out the city for just a couple of days. I don't know what the hell all this shit is.
The train's been cancelled, by the way. You've heard the, we're sorry to interrupt everyone's journey, but there seems to have been some sort of detonation gone on in the city, so until further notice, the train lines have been held at bay as we cannot see to drive. Apologies for the delay. Hopefully we'll get you back on track as soon as possible.
Random DM question.
Yeah.
So I guess it's not a nuclear reactor because we'd already be dead by now.
Yeah, no, it's like a magical reactor. It's just...
Okay. But are we the only people in the car?
In this car, yes.
Okay.
Their headquarters is in the slums. Not many people go there. Not by choice.
So, random DM question. What's the name of this government company that we blew up their reactor?
It's called Sustainable Incorporated.
Okay. Well, if the trains aren't running, seems like maybe we need to start walking.
See, now what I'm much more suspicious of is someone turning out halfway through the mission to be wearing government uniform claiming they're ex-soldier. What's all that about?
When you hired me, I told you I was an ex-soldier.
But you said you put that all behind you. Now you turn up in government uniform.
I don't know how to explain this. I was wearing my armor like you saw me the day you hired me. This isn't even the uniform they had me in when I was in the military.
I know. What did you change into when you was in the shop? Did you just grab anything?
I just grabbed, like, you know, a big poncho and threw it over me.
Perfect.
Grab that flasher coat.
you know, I just, oh, hey, look, there's like 6 feet of dark cloth. Here's the money.
Perfect. Yeah, yeah.
Well, at least you hiding it now. Where the hell is Felicia? She should be here by now.
She probably took off running in the other direction on account of her not wanting us to find out what she'd just.
No, I'm telling you, that ain't right.
She's gonna.
Maybe she got caught by the cops at the docks.
Yeah.
Tell me, Garrett, was Felicia hurting for money?
Hurting for what? Sorry.
Hurting for money.
I'm not kidding you. The internet broke up on exactly the same word both times.
Was she
Yeah, it did.
hurting for money, perhaps?
Or money? No, she's not hurting for money. When she does, she takes jobs. She don't got no problems. None more than the rest of us down there. She's okay. We look after ourselves.
Does anyone perhaps have something on her that might motivate her to do something a little outside of her usual works?
I don't know, damn
family
it.
situation, like
I don't know.
lover, children, in
No.
debt to the wrong people.
She lives alone. She ain't got no kids or family. She hangs out at my place. She runs the bar.
Well, the information she gave you was about 10 years out of date. The bomb wasn't the bomb we were supposed to be planting. She's not here right now. I know I'm a paranoid sort of individual. My sisters tell me it is a failing 20% of the time. But right now, those things together lead me to believe that either she wasn't very good at her job and got herself dead, or she done lied to you and is attempting to,
There's nothing strange going on here. 10-year-old information? I don't know if you used to working for the soldiers or if you're used to working for some sort of secret government agency, but you gotta work on old information. That's all you got.
No, dear, you never work on old information. You work on information as relevant and as easily and early and most recent as you can get.
And if 10 years old is the earliest you can get, the least you can do is inform your other members of your party that the information is out of date and might not be accurate any longer. Did she tell us that? No. Frankly, I think point to Scab. Turncoat. I think perhaps she may have been bought out by the corporation.
Something
Someone
doesn't
else.
smell right. Doesn't smell right to me at all. I suspect goddamn Sustainable Incorporated. I reckon they got something up their sleeves.
Well, I figure we have 2 options. Either we go down to the docks and look for her, or we head back to the headquarters and hope she shows up and can explain herself. But if the trains aren't running, standing around here, we're probably going to have to deal with the cops eventually.
That's not a big deal. Right now, my bigger concern is, can we walk outside safely? Because that don't look like it. Can't now, does it?
How's the dust cloud look?
I mean, it's pretty dusty out there, but it's sort of settling a little. It's thinning.
Those reactors are dangerous. We wanted to put that EMP there for a reason.
Uh-huh.
I know.
And some of us might not be of a healthy constitution to do this. Darling, I have a concern. She's going to flip the stiletto back up into her wrist. You've addressed your concern about her not being tight for money. You've addressed your concern about possibility with information being out of date, which you have not addressed and which you have not explained to our satisfaction. I mean, Simon's not real satisfied with anything that's doesn't come out your mouth, right, Simon?
No.
So you can tell it's in his face. He's not satisfied. But what you have not addressed, sir, at all, to my satisfaction or any of our satisfaction, is why the individual who designed, built, and placed the device said it was an EMP and we can see with our own goddamn 2 eyes, that weren't no EMP. So, the individual done lied to us? I'm gonna go on a limb and say that she did.
All right,
I don't
look, let's
see
say that
anybody else.
let's say that she did. Let's say that she did. All right. Well, what next?
Then we have to ask the question is why she wanted to make it 10 times more dangerous, get a whole bunch more people killed and or sick, and the likelihood of she done tell other people who she was involved with and whether or not we can safely go back to your headquarters and not get stabbed in the neck. I do not like getting stabbed in the neck. Simon, do you like getting stabbed in the neck?
No.
Nah, I don't much
Indy,
like
I'm
it
quite sure you don't like getting stabbed in the neck now, do you?
You know, I've never been, but it certainly does not sound like an enjoyable experience. It's certainly it.
But that's why I wear chainmail to protect my neck.
See, he's dressed appropriately for his job.
Don't look like no chainmail. That looks like some sort of, I don't know.
It was chainmail when the day started, okay?
Maybe that tile protects him from the stabbing. Oh, sorry, this is not a laughing matter.
No, it's a laughing matter, honey. We can laugh at anything, otherwise we're gonna be screaming. I don't like screaming. It hurts my throat. It prevents me from performing. It's a problem in my line of business. Garrett, darling, you want to run odds on whether or not we can go safely back to your place of residence?
I got a safe house, but your money's back at my place.
Well, I know where you live. I know where to find you. I know where to get my money in eventualities.
All right, so long as you don't mind getting paid on hold, we can sit at a safe house and figure out what's going on.
Simon, what you think is more important, our lives or our money?
Our lives.
I didn't do
Thinks
this
about
for
it
the
for a
money.
second.
I know you didn't, Indy. Neither of us really did anyways, but getting paid is part of our job description. Alright, where are we going?
Quickest way still gonna be down the tracks. We're just gonna have to walk.
Does Felicia know where we're going?
I've never taken her to that safe house.
Did you tell her about it, describe it, and or give her directions?
Nah, she knows I've got other safe houses, but I never told her about that one.
Alright then. Well, we are a group of individuals working that are done working for the night, and we are going to be making our ways home. And unfortunately, with the train in this sad situation, we're just going to have to walk.
Maybe we can get a couple of other people on the platform to walk with us.
Exactly. We're polite. We're very kind to any of those individuals walking around with the badges on their selves, and we don't draw attention. Now, do we? Right, Simon?
Correct. Flips up the hood.
I honestly don't know what happened to your clothes. This is not a good look for you. It's a little aggressive.
I don't know. I don't know.
Well, obviously the creature had some sort of magical abilities that don't screw with you. And she's gonna go into her bag and pull out a handkerchief, and it's like, I'm gonna hate this. I'm gonna be sick in the morning. You know this ain't gonna be good for me. And she's gonna tie the handkerchief around her face. I do not like this. It looks cumbersome.
Yeah. Just kind of hide your face a bit, though. Could be good.
It's not really the concern at the moment, darling.
No.
All right, Lynn, let's get going.
Who's talking to the people? Me or one of you?
Not you.
Definitely you, Evangeline.
I'll try, darling. I'll try.
Muted.
All right, then. I heard him.
Indy.
Yeah, you should definitely talk to them. I mean, I could, but you're so much more personable.
Sometimes. All right, then let's get going. Garrett, darling, Just don't say nothing.
Alright.
And she's gonna walk to the doors of the train, look out at the train station. How bad is the dust at the moment?
It's not terrible. It's been settling quite quick, to be fair. It's been quite a fast ripple through. You've only got the tail end.
Looking out before I open the door, do I see anybody like curled up in the ground in fetal positions, like, you know, a pyroclastic flow had come through?
No, nothing like that. People are just sort of like holding hands over their mouths and noses, trying to block most of the grit. It seems more like a natural explosion than any sort of nuclear magical explosion for intensive purposes.
Yeah, but it's not like there's any poisonous gases that are coming out. It's not that anybody's falling on the ground dying.
No, can't see anything like that.
All right, then will one of you kind gentlemen be a dear and open this up for me?
Sure, I'll do it. Strength check.
Yeah, sure. Well, it's just a train door. It's all been disabled, so yeah, you'll fling it open.
Okay.
I hate this, I hate this, I hate this. Alright then, y'all come on out. Do we see anybody that looks like they were also getting off the train or that might have been going towards the...
Yeah, there's about 3 people standing around on the platform wondering what to do. One of them's talking to a conductor about getting home on time. And the conductor, like, holding a cloth over his mouth, is just like, well, what do you want me to do? The trains are stopped. No one can see anything. And something's just exploded. No one's allowed to leave the city.
Well, darling, we're not leaving no... She's just gonna start walking. Y'all are welcome to come with us. Oh, good lord. We're gonna be walking our way. Apparently, nobody can get home tonight. And always safety is... And after what happened, you never know, there might be dangerous sorts out there. It would be better to work in groups and travel in large numbers.
I'm not going to stop you. I'm just saying the train ain't going to run.
I'm quite aware. Y'all can come on with us if you want. Oh, Lord. I'm not built for this.
Yeah, so there's a couple of people in cheap business suits who join you. Various genders. They join you and they're like, yeah, okay, we'll join you. We're heading down towards Nashton. Nashton's the official name of the slums.
Oh, that's great. We're on our way home as well. Work was such a oh Lord, what do you think gonna happen? Oh, I know it done blown up, but what do you think? Could it have been a maintenance issue? Oh, I know. I've heard that they were, you know, I've heard rumors that it wasn't very secure and that people were, you know, there was that story 2 weeks ago. Simon, you remember me telling you about this with this lady who was saying that, you know, they hadn't been maintaining the maintenance on the reactor?
Yeah.
Oh, I saw that in the papers.
Oh yeah, I think I saw it too. Yeah, I saw it. Yeah. Anyway, it doesn't matter. You know, Sustainability Incorporated, they'll issue a full report soon, I'm sure. Tell us exactly what happened.
But here's the thing. Do you think this might be like... Oh, Lord. Do you think that we should sue them? If it's a maintenance issue, then it must be their fault.
Yeah, like if they were neglecting.
And... I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
You're all right. One of them hands you another cloth.
Oh no, this dust is just awful. I hope our houses are okay when we get there.
Well, I'm quite sure the power's out. I don't even want to look in the fridge. That's gonna be a mess in the morning.
And you guys are able to walk back undetected. The group continue to converse with you. They're mostly very pro-sustainability. you'll get back. You'll find this safe house. It would seem that your headquarters. He has access to some cameras around his headquarters. There's no one there at the moment. But over the next few hours, you see a release from the news. It comes across major terrorist attack. Reactor number 6 destroyed by insurgents in the city today. Hundreds injured and some fatalities as the debris has destroyed parts of the city. One insurgent was captured, known terrorist Felicia Day. Was captured. She's been being made. She is awaiting trial. Here is this address from the government. And a man in a stuffy suit sits back. He's sitting with us, like he's sitting facing the camera earnestly. This is a terrible time for our city. Now we must band together as one people to rebuild and react. We cannot allow these acts of terrorism to continue. We will be scouring Nashtown for these insurgents, these terrorists, and taking them out one by one. This is the wake-up call we've all been waiting for. It's time to take our city back. And the music switches off. The music switches off? You know what I mean. The television flips off. God damn it.
Well, darling, it was nice knowing you, but I have places to be and people to talk to that aren't you.
You just gonna leave?
Yes, and so should you.
They captured.
Clearly all part of some government plot. They just wanted to back down and take a stronger hold on things. Get out while you can, I say.
Darling, was there anybody we saw living when we were dealing with that reactor?
No, not a damn person.
Wasn't she saying that it was an older reactor?
That she was.
So the odds of them knowing that it was going to go up and therefore removing all of their security guards and therefore being in protection, using this as a means to target the hard-working folk in this area?
You mean they set this thing up to blow?
Yes, honey.
He thumps the desk.
Damn it! We can't just leave. We can't just let them win.
Oh, darling, I never let anybody win. I just take my time.
I mean, if you want to hire me again, we can talk about that once you pay me for what we did.
Let me watch my place for 24 hours, see if anyone heads back there. If Felicia is innocent, then she won't give me up.
You're assuming that they can't torture the information out of her.
Best
Well, there...
until you're sure she's out.
Or dead.
One way or the other.
You just gotta help me save her.
Oh, honey, that wasn't in the cards, and rescuing somebody from a courthouse is a lot more expensive. Simon, wouldn't you say it's a lot more expensive?
I'd say that would double what he owes us.
At least.
Frankly, I still strongly suspect that they paid Felicia to blow up an older reactor that would have been too costly to remove in a safe manner, in order to also crack down on the poor working class in this area.
And yet again, this is why Indy and I are such good friends. Now, we can work on getting you out. You can stay here and fight the good fight. Y'all can come with us and be there when we happen upon an individual in power and make them choke on it. Which is my personal opinion at the moment. That's what I desire to do.
All right, no, yeah, that sounds real good. I'd love to stay with you and do that, but I can't just forget about for Felicia.
Honey, this trial ain't gonna be public.
Nothing you can do at this point. Save throw yourself in there, and that's not gonna help anyone. It even hurt things.
I mean, her execution might be public. But they haven't had one of those in years.
You said double money, Simon?
At least.
At least, goddammit. My damn kid's college money.
You are not giving me your child's college money. I will hit you upside the head repeatedly until you understand that you are attending your child to college.
I intend to send my child to college.
It don't sound real convincing. Simon, does we sound real convincing to you?
If we don't save the planet, there ain't gonna be no college for her to go to.
You taking your child's college fund to pay for this? Evangeline is pissed now. Like, straight up angry at him.
I ain't touched it yet.
Mm-hmm. You better not. You touch a penny of that money and you'll be losing something you value much more than your life.
Why you gotta go threatening me all the time? I'm just trying to make my way.
Because apparently it's the only means of communication you don't understand.
That is the only kind of communication you know how to use, I'd say.
You know what? You know what? She's tired of this bullshit. She's absolutely tired of this bullshit. And she has a thing that she's going to use. She's going to use words of terror.
Ooh.
Because she is a College of Whispers bard. You spend 1 minute talking to a humanoid alone in an attempt to plant a seed of paranoia in the mind. At the end of the conversation, the target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw against your spell DC, or be frightened of you or another creature of your choice. The target is frightened in this way for 1 hour until it is attacked or damaged, or until it witnesses its allies being attacked or damaged. If the target succeeds on its saving throw, it has no hint that you are attempting to frighten it.
Okay. What am I rolling against?
16. It's wisdom save DC. Wisdom spell DC.
Yeah, so no, he's frightened. He's like,
All right, well, you ain't gonna help me. I don't expect you to help me. You might as well just leave. Just get out of here. Get out of my place.
Oh, no, darling. You keep your mouth shut. You don't say nothing. You never saw us. You never heard of us. Simon, does he ever see your face?
I know how it is.
he says, and he like heads back towards like perhaps the bathroom and like sort of like looks around, slams it like.
All right, the rest of y'all, we're gone. I'm not staying here. I don't trust it. He's no.
Yeah, let's get out of here while we still can.
I wait for the two of them to leave for a moment, so that it's just me and Garrett.
Yeah, I mean he's in there a little while, probably about an hour.
Well, I won't wait that long. I let them leave for like just a minute, and I've been holding these flowers this whole time, and I just set them down on the table, and I leave.
In the following weeks, there is an execution. There's not one person executed, there is two. As Garrett tries to save Felicia, is also caught. And they are both hanged publicly.
I told him not to.
We all told him not to, but I'm gonna try a thing. Hey, Scrat,
Yeah,
can I capture the shadow of Felicia?
maybe. He says without really knowing what that means.
That's another thing that a College of Whispers can do. I mean, she'd have to be at the execution to do it, but basically, you capture the shadow as an action. When you do, it vanishes and magically transforming into a disguise that appears on you. You now look like the dead person, or I capture it and then I can use it at my will.
Yeah, you can do that.
Indy, darling, do you want to be a dear and come with me and see if we can't figure out who done lied to us?
I do want to know.
Simon, I know that you are upset today.
Yeah. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm thinking I might be able to walk my way right inside that building right there.
Are you thinking raising hell?
Darling, is there anything else to raise?
I knew I liked you.
I am the most polite of my sisters. You do not want to deal with Ella when she's in a bad mood. And Emmeline, good lord.
So what's the plan then?
Well, I think they might be slightly concerned if the dead done walk. See, here's the idea. I'm gonna walk up to them dressed up as the dead. By the way, I would know, based on this, general information about her, like if she really had sold them out.
Oh, okay. If you gain that sort of insight, she did not sell them out. She made an EMP. The EMP triggered something much worse. The thing had already been destabilized.
That doesn't make sense. Okay, whatever. She made an EMP, it failed. All right. So she didn't. All right. Well, apparently Miss Felicia was not horrible. I figure I walk up to that side guard right over there, and creeps him out.
Yeah, he's sort of he's standing. Like, just looks sort of in horror. He recognizes you. You're all over the papers for the last few days.
Mm-hmm. She's gonna flip out her stiletto and stab him right in the middle of the chest.
Yeah. Okay. Fuck it. He's dead.
She's gonna capture his shadow.
Okay.
And use that guard's persona to invite her dear friends Indy and Simon right inside the front door of this corporation.
From beyond the grave, somewhere, someone's saying, "Looking a lot like you could have saved everyone to me."
I didn't feel like it.
It's just a whisper on the wind.
Yeah, Indy's gonna stroll on in then.
Yeah, Simon will follow.
And she's gonna walk up to, or I dressed as the guard. I am the guard. I passed all of their deception. Well, I'd have to take a +5 for my deception check on everyone I do. But I know the general information, the general layout of the building as much as he is aware of the general rotations of the guards and the person in charge.
Yeah.
And walk up to the door of the main office with these two individuals that I am escorting for business purposes.
Deception checks.
I get +5 on it.
All of us?
I'd say so. You're trying to act like an entourage.
Fair.
That's a 34.
Yeah, that's successful. That's successful.
And
You,
20 on me.
yeah,
14.
maybe they're looking a bit shiftily at Simon, but you know, he seems a bit muscular for. Yeah, okay, but you know, who judges? He goes to the gym. That's fine.
He works out. It's a thing.
Here's a question: did Simon take off his poncho and he's wearing his suit clothes again?
I mean,
In
it's
a
a
week,
couple days
probably. In a week, yeah, he's probably wearing his own stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, fair.
She's gonna walk. She, dressed as the captain, is saying, "Well, I'm escorting these for their appointment," and leads them right into the CEO's office.
The CEO's office is behind a key card system. You need a certain key card to get onto his floor. There's a whole floor.
Well, I should be able to at least get to his secretary, right?
Yeah, you can get to his secretary. Good morning. How can I help you? Oh,
These individuals have an appointment with the CEO. I am escorting them.
all right. Thank you. She looks down her
Indeed.
ledger. Names, please.
Simon.
Simon. Simon and
Elwyn.
Simon and Elwyn. Did you perhaps make your appointment in a different name?
While her head's down, I'm just gonna cold clock her.
I guess that works too.
Yeah. Okay. You can clock her.
I'm not gonna kill her. I'm just gonna knock her out.
You can knock her out. This is fine.
Brutal but effective.
Mm-hmm. And then pat her down for the key card.
She doesn't hold one.
You know, Evangeline, if you were looking for a key card, you could have just asked. Very
No,
good
I-
at lifting things.
Okay, well, you look in her bag and her everything else and see if you can break it in. I'm going to slowly slide her under the desk and not kill her and assume her form because you said I shouldn't do that anymore.
Yes, that's necessary. She's just a poor woman trying to do her job.
I'm gonna stick a handkerchief in her mouth though.
Okay, yeah, that's just good caution.
And just kind of disguise self and sit here. Looking like her.
Yeah. Apparently there's a pair coming to meet. There is actually a meeting scheduled for very soon. Under completely different names than the names given. So Roger
Can I just look at what the names are?
Yeah, it's a Roger Hammerstein visiting, and
Is it an Oscar
an Oscar reward. No,
Richard,
no.
Is Oscar Richards the other one?
No. Just Roger Hammerstein and Lily Pickle.
There are 2 appointments, I do believe, and I'm going to find the intercom button.
Yeah, go through to one of his personal guards. Hello.
The 10 o'clock appointment is here, sir.
I'll send down a squad now.
Very good, sir.
Some moments later, 6 men, heavily armored with rifles, enter the room. You're the 2?
Yes, sir.
Come on in.
I follow.
Follow as well.
They take you back to an elevator, press one of their key cards to it. They file in around you, so each of them is standing in the elevator facing inwards.
Can I mage hand the key card?
Sleight of hand? Is it a sleight of hand check? That's a arcane trickster trick, isn't it?
Yeah. No, that's an arcane trickster trick. I can't do it.
I can mage hand though. And hold on. Cause I believe I can mage hand an object that they're carrying and plant it on Evangeline.
Mm-hmm.
Because I have the arcane trickster abilities.
Uh-huh. So,
Yeah.
just be a sleight of hand check then, right?
I don't know that it says anything about that. Here, let me... Hold on.
Nah.
Because I can retrieve an object that's worn or carried by another creature.
If you want it to not be noticed, you have to use
Oh,
sleight of hand.
Yeah, sleight of chance. Okay, thank you. There we go. Oh,
So how does this look? How does he realize that it's happening?
well, basically, he just sees his badge is kind of getting tugged at a bit. He doesn't really see anything, but his badge is like he can feel it being pulled and looks down, and there it is, like floating midair.
Well, I mean, can you see the mage hand?
Is it invisible at this level?
A spectral...
No, it's invisible.
It's invisible. It's invisible. The mage hand, her mage hand is invisible at this point.
He
Yeah,
really just sees his badge like floating in midair.
He just like snatches it and goes, hold on a minute, stop everything. Everyone out of the elevator.
Is there a problem?
Yeah, something weird's going on with my badge. I don't like weird things. Nothing weird gets in front of the commissioner.
A wise, always the appropriate thing to do.
It does feel a bit dry. Do you feel a draft?
I don't think that was a draft. I could feel that tugging when I pulled it back. Was that one of
Was
you?
there No.
Of course not.
Holly, detect magic on him, please. Turns to look at Evangeline. Holly?
Yes, I'm sorry. I was distracted by your... Darling, it looked like your zipper was undone.
Well, that's not important right now. I'll free ball until everything's okay.
I don't want to see that, and that is a sexual harassment issue. I will call HR.
certainly
This is the
indecent.
third time this week this has happened. And you know what? Of course, I will cast Detect Magic on them. And she's going to cast a spell, as he asked her to do.
Mhm.
He's going to cast Hypnotic Pattern on all of them.
I'm going to try something new on the dice roller. I'm hoping that this will do a +2. Let's see. No, it rolled 2 of them. Damn it.
Still wouldn't have passed.
Yeah, no, it wouldn't. Take the 9. Ah, that's 1. Ah, damn it. I was hoping... Okay, +2 on all of these. One of the grunts is not affected. What was the DC, sorry?
16. 2 of them are.
Two of them aren't affected. And as the captain sort of freezes, they're going to enter combat. They're ready for combat, all of them, especially since he said there's something strange. The reason he wasn't going to strip his badge is because these are well-trained men. You know, they're going
It's
to
entirely fine.
enter combat. So as things begin to go down, I think this is where we'll pan away from the scene and end to this week's session. We'll leave the ending a mystery.
We all got slaughtered in an elevator. Spoilers.
You might get a... No, actually, you and I would not get slaughtered in an elevator. I'm just telling you right now. You and I are fine. I can't save Simon, but you and I can save.
All right, sweet.
But you can
I'd-
just take Simon's
I'd
shadow.
stand in the elevator and take all their attention up.
Yeah.
Pay attention to me. Pay attention to me.
yeah,
Pay
yeah.
attention to me.
Indy just pushes the door close button on the elevator and gets out there.
Mm.
Whew.
Well, you guys, how did you enjoy that?
That was super fun. I've never played an unconventional D&D like that. Good times.
Yeah,
I love it.
that's. I mean, obviously, it's heavily influenced by Final Fantasy VII, which is the game I grew up with.
Oh, you mean like in honor of the fact that Final Fantasy Tactics just got the mobile version today? And Grant has only been talking about it all frickin' day?
Mm-hmm.
Did it? Okay. What is news anyway? No, literally, I woke up before the first stream and I just immediately sat down. I haven't actually seen much of that yet, but I'll go and check it out. That sounds awesome. Cool. I guess it is in honor of that then. Maybe I didn't realize I was even promoting that. Go and check that out, everyone.
Hashtag not sponsored. Hashtag we wish we were.
Yeah. Hashtag Square. At Square. I'm atting you. Anyway, guys, why don't we go around? Tell us what your favorite part was. Where we can find you online, all the wonderful things that you do. Why don't we start with Prax this time? We've started at both ends every time. Let's start with Prax.
Oh, hello all. You know me. I'm Prax, or Praxgore Thesmiophoria in the Twitch chat, and you can see me hanging out here every Wednesday as Scrat tries to kill us all. You know, I think we're 50-50 now for massive deaths. But you can also find me on Sundays playing over on Soul Bear RPG as Koros, dear friend of this channel, tries to murder me as we play through a West Marches style campaign. And yeah, it's been fun. It's been dark. Lots of fun on that. But you can also find me on Twitter at Deirdre Donlin, where I talk about D&D and classics and all of those fun things. So it'll be great. And today I loved the fact that I got to, you know, stab someone and assume their identity. And hold a giant construct.
Yeah. Yeah, some pretty awesome moments there, yeah. Why don't we go to Malhadale next?
Hi, I'm Malhadale, or Mal. You can find me on Twitter at that. This is my first streamed game ever.
Fantastic.
It was real fun.
I don't think anyone would ever know, right? Like, damn.
Nope, I hope not. I mean, I've been playing for decades, just not on the internet. So, as soon as I knew what we were doing, and I was like, should have made that ex-soldier joke sooner.
Yeah, I think the Wild Magic Surge really drove it home.
I think my favorite part was also when she hypnoticed the construct.
Yeah,
that was cool.
Yeah, I had so much that construct could have done as well. Damn it. I think I might wind this one back a little bit, make it just for like level 1s and 2s, keep everyone on their toes.
It's okay, you had me at 10 hit points.
Yeah, you know.
You had me at like 30 something out of 85.
Tee.
But I mean, I'm so glad I built like a tank fighter. I'm like, no, I got my shield out. I can do this to you to keep them from hitting you and hit you and be like, nope, look at me. That was my favorite part of 4E, was being a fighter who could, like, you get disadvantage if I hit you and you don't attack me next time.
Yeah, the old taunt ability, yeah, essentially.
Yep.
Well, fantastic. Where can we find you online, Mal?
Malhadale on Twitter, that's it.
On
the only
Twitter.
place.
Did I copy and paste that? No, I didn't. That would have been far too sensible. Just pop that in chat for you. So last but most certainly not least, we have Skyra. Oh, hi, Skyra.
Hey guys, I'm Skyra. You can find me on Twitter at Skyra Moss. This Sunday I'm going to be on Monty Cook Games for another episode of Al of Lycia, which is going to be an episode I have been anticipating since our very first world building stream, so don't miss it. My favorite part of today was just the whole getting to play in an unconventional modern D&D setting was really cool, and you know, getting to go full Zodiac, like the book, not the serial killer, with the eco terrors and stuff. That was super fun, and some corporate espionage.
Yeah, fantastic. My favorite moments. Tricky. There's a lot of them. I loved the immediate suspicion of Felicia. I love the immediate suspicion of everyone. In fact, that's something that seems to follow me no matter what I do with you guys now. The immediate suspicion of everyone involved. I feel like I might have to just like do a game at some point with just like a room and just like the 4 of you and just like see what you do. No, actually. Yeah, okay, I've got an idea for next week. My favorite moment was probably the way you guys handled not the combat as such, but the escape. I loved the chuck on a poncho, run across the rooftops. I'm just gonna sprint through the residential area style of getting there. Beautiful. This is the 3rd time I've done this one shot. You guys are the first ones to, first of all, get out of the building before the reactor blows. Also, the first ones to have a working lift, getting out of the building for the same reason, and thus had a much easier time of getting to the train as well, because usually the place is crawling with cops by the time that's all happened. So well done. You were especially quick with the combat in the middle there with the reactor. It's actually closely based on a bone devil, the reactor monster. So only CR9, but the time limit makes it seem a lot harder. Yeah, that's me. I'm Scraticus. You can find me on this channel. Here are my social links. Go and check out my Discord and my YouTube. You can catch up and join our inclusive community. And on Twitter, you can send me a DM and I'll get you into a game. I've got 40 games coming up between the 23rd of December and the 4th of March. 4th of March? 4th of January. Come and play in some of those. I also have a Patreon. You guys can go and check that out. I've got some exclusive stuff, some non-exclusive stuff. It's great. It's absolutely great. Like Maldale says in chat, that's how Maldale's here. Just send me a DM and I'll get you a game. Simple as. I'm full this season, but like I say, I'm currently taking on people for Christmas, and then next season, once I've finally bolted down next season's casts. Yeah. What else have I got? I've got merch. You guys can get my logo on everything. I've also got sponsors in the form of Bird and the Storm Pro. Donkeys are aliens. Donkeys are aliens. I've also got sponsors in the form of Bird and the Storm Publishing. You can check out their links there. There's t-shirts and mugs there. They also apparently have hoodies, Prax tells us today. So that's awesome. I'll have to check that out as well. That will be on... That's on. I assume that's on their Twitter. I'm gonna go and check that out and get a new edition. Is that on through their Teespring or?
It's through their Zazzle. It's all through Zazzle. And last I saw it, Tall Skull was posting about it. It is a zip-up hoodie. It's a full zip-up hoodie.
Very nice. Very nice. I think the second link will take you to their Zazzle, where they previously only had mugs, but now it seems like there's more content there, so go and check it out. Also, we have Mage Hand Press. Mage Hand Press run our 5e Dark Matter expansion, which is set in space. You can see that played out on Thursdays at 1 PM EST, where Alice messes with my mind and the Crafting Muse and some more viewers. You do have a war cry. Please, Potato Hollow, hit us with that war cry as I go and check out where we will be going next.
I love that I can give you these, Potato Hollow. I really do.
Yep, we'll definitely use that. That's brilliant. So today we are going to go and pay a visit to our good friend Greg over on Grimjack. He says out loud so he can type it 21502. Please bring along the Paranoia is a life skill at this point with the hype if you have it, and make sure to fill their chat with hype.
Yeah, particularly as they're playing Dragonlance. That's not a little bit of paranoia going on there.
Oh yeah, with Don as the DM as well. Mental. Utterly mental. Okay, everyone. We'll see you next time. Keep on evoking emotions. Bye!
Bye!